Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another live stream on Delightful underscore Dawn. Here I am, Dawn. Of course. Thank you for coming to the channel. Don't forget to like the live. Look, I forgot like the live. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Follow me on all social media platforms. That is delightful underscore Dawn on Instagram and delightful underscore Dawn one on TD Tickety 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 Talk. Just had to let y'all know that. I'm trying to make sure this live is working. Okay, it is. We are trying a new um wave of live. I found this. It's this new way you can go doing landscape on StreamYard. So we're gonna try that today and see how that works. I think it's gonna be a really good situation. I'm repeating myself because I'm like super nervous. Even though I go live all the time, well, for the last week, I'm still nervous because I get to talk about somebody that is near and dear to my heart, that is no longer here with us on this earth, but is here with us in spirit. Before I get into that part of the live, I would like to give y'all just a brief introduction of what we're doing. So for this week, this week, we'll make 7 years on YouTube. That's March 21st. And so we'll be going live every day until March 21st. Hopefully, y'all can make it with us. This week, we have Brianna on Wednesday. That's going to be a special guest. The other 2 days, I might not have nobody, but I'm still much grateful to have anyone. Okay, calm down, Dawn. Calm down. Okay, so this particular live, the reason that I have this as, Tai Couture is because I wanted to give tribute and thanks and kind of like talk to y'all about like how Tai Couture helped cultivate or inspire me finally being like going ahead and starting my YouTube channel. Like Tai Couture didn't like make me start it, but during the period, like I told y'all in the last video, when I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do and everything, I was following Tai Couture. Tai Couture, God rest his soul. He's no longer with us, but I'm gonna just say he is a baller personality here on YouTube. He did a lot of web series reviews as well as mainstream reality TV information. Hey, Whitney. She says, "Thank you, Don. How I miss Ty. Also, FYI, I was blessed to attend his funeral and congrats for the 7 years." Oh, thank you, Whitney. I remember sitting there on live when his cousin, I can't remember her name. Was it Sydney? I can't think of her name. I know she does a YouTube here. I remember when she went live and showed us like his funeral and everything, and I was like, even though I was saddened because I still remember the time, like it was during Halloween season, that when he had transitioned into his new transitioned from life on earth to heaven. And I was just thinking like, dang, it's gonna be a good situation. I'm gonna show y'all the video so I did a video on Tai Couture, and Ty had responded. We didn't follow each other on Instagram or nothing like that, but he was very much supportive, and I was telling him in the video, and I'm like, oh, he's not gonna watch this video. And I was telling him like, oh, Tai Couture really did help me, with me feeling inspiration to finally go ahead and start a channel, especially like with the professionalism. Like Ty, if anyone knows Tai Couture, which we about to show y'all him in a minute. I'm about to show y'all him. The church was strong and mighty. Ty only had 23,000 plus subscribers at the time, which was really big. And I feel like if Tai Couture was still on this earth today, he would have within like the hundreds of subscribers, because that was his type of personality. He was a professional. He was a perfectionist in all the content that he created. Even with his lives, he was one of the first people I ever seen go live. And I was just like, he was one of the people where he was like, if it don't work out, he not keeping it. So he would always do a live and would like scrap it. Like if you wasn't there for the live, then you just missed it. Because there's plenty of lives that he did that the people were in, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch it later. And when it wasn't there to be kept, It wasn't there to be caught. He would turn it off. Yes, he did. He supported so many people. He literally did. It's a lot of people. I met Ebby. I don't know if you remember Ebby. I met Ebby through him, which I still support her. I know she does a lot, like the commentary that he did, especially like within like the web reality world. She does a lot of commentary, and I know she has a show with TTB on Queen's Corner. So that's how I ended up going over to TTB because of Tai Couture, because I feel like his presence was missed, and I was just missing some type of commentary of someone who had their foot on the neck with not only just reality, but like the real reality. He's the one who kind of brought me over to like chasing chasing reality brand. Like, at that time was just chasing Atlanta, and then like G status. I never got into G status, but I'm still a chasing reality fan. Most definitely. So Tai Couture, my dog. Hey, hey, baby, stop. Come here. So Tai Couture was not only just a content creator, but he was also a renowned hairstylist. He was on what? Period. Period. I was about to say, what you mean you disagree with me? Yes, you're right. I feel like he would have been in the millions. Period. You know what? I agree. I disagree with myself. I disagree with myself. Not only was he a content creator, he was also a renowned hairstylist. Oh, if I could talk about the tea. Ugh. Well, I'm not gonna talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. It's gonna be another day. But I have followed Ty. Um, so at that time, dang, it was like in 2000. Let me just get the background on Ty. Then I'm gonna go into how I ended up following him. So, content creator, um, perfectionist in everything he did. He was at his time, his production was so exquisite for like what you would expect from a YouTuber, especially someone who hasn't reached like that large caliber of followers. His stuff was like crisp. Everything was crisp. The sound was crisp. The background was crisp. Lighting was crisp. He was one of the first people that was actually doing interviews for the web reality series. Um, Also, when he did makeup as well as hair, he was just like a multi-talented person. He was a singer, in my opinion. He brought joy into my life, honestly, and that's like it's crazy that when a person is not here. But I feel like a lot of people told him. 'Cause I told him while he was on this earth, I'm like, you just don't know like the excitement that I get when I see you post a video, because during he did share about his situation about being on this earth, and how I'm trying to use words where it's not like that's not discrediting him, but he was going through a lot of transitions in life, and for a long time he had left YouTube. And so when he ended up coming back to YouTube, I didn't know at the time, but he posted a video that was old. So it wasn't a new video at all. So I thought it was new, but I was just so excited. I'm like, he's back. And at that point I had did a whole video here on YouTube and kind of like talked about some more information, because Takatu was on a reality show where he did a competition for hair. And so I wanted people to know, like, this person is actually well established in what he does as far as a hairstylist, and very much well known as a content creator here on YouTube and in the other realities. I do agree with Whitney Brown. I believe that he would be like in the millions because he has such a personality that TikTok would have been his lane. He would have been skeptical. He would have been like, I don't know about this TikTok. And he would have been like asking us, and we've been like, come on, Bishop. Come on, Bishop, do the tickety talk. I feel like he would have dominated the TikTok. That's not the TikTok. He would have dominated TikTok because I feel like he has such a way with words, and like making you feel engaged, and has such a way of like having an opinion that was like politically correct, but also like risque. That was his type of personality. Let me read what it's kind of hard seeing. I'm trying this new landscape with StreamYards, and it's hard for me to see what people are saying. She says, also, I'm so proud of you and all that you do here on YouTube, and continued blessings. Thank you, Whitney. So I appreciate that, because I'm gonna show y'all the video that I did, and I'm gonna show his comment, y'all. Whew. Like y'all just don't know. Like for some reason, it's He just gave me joy. I don't know why, or it's just sometimes when you see people out of like nowhere. I'm gonna tell you how. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, girl. For the girls, you know, Lizzie was here on the channel yesterday. She did a live with me, and I appreciate you, girl. Hey, Brianna. Hey, hey, hey. We talking about my beloved, one of my favorite YouTubers who no longer here on this earth, but here with us in spirit, Tai. So how did I come to know of Tai Couture? So actually, late probably 2017, I had maybe even before then, I was staying with my mom in St. Louis. We didn't have cable, and we didn't have cable, and I wanted to know what was going on with Love and Hip Hop. I was a ratchet one. She was a ratchet. She was ratchet. I was ratchet, and I couldn't afford, or my parents did not want to purchase cable, and I wanted to know what was going on with freaking loving hip hop, Housewives of Atlanta. I just wanted to know. I'm like, I can't. First, I didn't have access to look at the videos for me to to see what was going on. I just had access to the clips, and so when you go on YouTube and you type in the shows, you get people that review. And so Ty and at that time his partner, they were doing reviews, and so of course I'm like, let me listen because I just need to know what happened. I need to know the details of what happened in Love and Hip Hop at the time. And so I clicked on it, listened, was fully like dying because the commentary was hilarious. And if anyone knew of him at that time, he doesn't have no more of the content with any of his partners no more, respectfully. That's on the channel that's still for people to view. But I remember the commentary between them two, and you can tell that his partner was kind of holding back, which that's another story for another time because they be trying to paint my tie as he's not that guy, but he was that guy. Anyway, he was just like going over the show, giving us the information, and I was intrigued. I'm like, oh, that was good. Like his review, out of all the people that I seen review, was really very detailed in like the order of how it went, that I enjoyed it. And then I also enjoyed his commentary, and then the commentary that he gave with his partner. And so of course, with YouTube, it keeps recommending, videos of like people once you start watching them. And I had watched like maybe a couple of them because I watched maybe Loving Hip Hop and something else that he had. And then I started becoming like a fan. I was like, okay, when is he gonna do his review? Like, I know the show came out. Where's my review? So I started following. It took me a minute because like with a lot of people, when you follow people, you don't always immediately. I'm not. I feel like y'all can't see me. I bought my tattoo to show because my tattoo is cute. Like with a lot of people, you don't. I'm trying to see what words I'm trying to say. Like you don't want to comment immediately. Like it's almost like you fighting for a comment and a subscriber. Like I wasn't a subscriber for a very long time. I wasn't a commenter for a very long time until I started seeing like the comment section used to be popping, and so I wanted to be a part of the conversation. So maybe 6 months to a year, I started commenting, and I like subscribed because I'm like, I can't miss. I subscribed almost immediately. Like that part happened real quick because I'm like, I need to know when you coming out with the shows so I can be able to, know what's going on. So when I would go back and talk about it with my coworkers, I was very much giving opinion. I was very much giving like, well, this happened, this happened, this happened, so and so, she be trying it, and everything that I everything that I was giving as far as opinion was basically based off of what Ty had gave, like, what he talks about in his shows. And he would have like, I think sometimes he had like pictures about, if I can recall, he didn't do clips, but it was very much detailed. And because I've already watched the shows before, I already had established opinions on some of them people, but like he was giving basically feeling the back for me to be able to say stuff. So that's how I like gained to know him. And then on those, then I started seeing him going live. I'm about to get into that part because that part is interesting. And I'm gonna just say right now, he had names for his people. So his subscriber was the church. He was the bishop. We deemed him the bishop. All of this stuff happened like while I was following him, like him like developing all of this stuff. That's why it was so amazing. Like he just had a way, and it wasn't like disrespectful, like as far as like God or anything, but you just felt like this confidence. Of course, he wasn't like, you wasn't following him as he was like, like a pastor, but he poured into your lives. Like you just felt like he was just one of them YouTubers that you was just very much excited to see when he was sad. We would try to encourage him and vice versa. Like if you told him like you were going through something, you would really get like a kind of like a boost from him. I felt like that's what he was for me. I'm gonna read some of the comments and I'm gonna tell y'all about when I entered the chat with Tai Couture. we gonna talk about that. I need to put him up on the screen so I can see who I'm talking about. Whitney says, I think the reason why he touched so many people was because he was extremely transparent with his struggles and triumphs, and also I think he was so ahead of his time. Correct. So I'm gonna share the screen so y'all can see who I'm talking about. So that way Whitney knows Tai. Like literally it is something. I just wish y'all could have like when you go back and watch his videos, that's different. I feel like to experience him like live or like in the daytime, because a lot of his stuff it's not live no more. And it's unfortunate, but I understand the reason why he didn't make it live, just because of the situations that happen. But I'm about to pull up his channel for y'all to see. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see this. I don't know how it's gonna show on y'all end. So this is Tai Couture. So I'm about to continue the chat, but I still want y'all to see, Tai. This is our beloveds. Okay. Let me come back over here. Marlene said, "Okay, vertical streamer, yes." Look, Marlene. Before I got on here, I had chatted you. I had shouted you out about you basically telling me about doing the StreamYard this way. So shout out to Marlene. Thank you, girl. She said, "Hey to everyone. Telling everyone don't forget to push the like. Come on now." Oh, they saying hi to Marlene. We doing commentary. Okay. Hey, Eric. I didn't know you had an Eric Riley. Eric E. Riley, cook what you got. He said, "Hey Don, hey Chad. Have you found what happened to our friend yet?" All right. Is she good? We need one day. I feel like let's her. Dominique knows about Orion. Him and her, I think, had information. So we need to find Dominique, and then we can probably find her. But okay, so we're going to continue the chat, and I'm gonna just show y'all a little bit here. So this is Tai Couture. I'm trying to see. Okay, so this is where I can see a lot of like the web realities. Okay, now I'm going to show y'all. I'm gonna show his Instagram. I think that one will probably be a little bit easy. It'll come up here better than with how this is just displaying. I can't talk right now. Apparently, I can't talk. And the crazy thing, Whitney, I didn't know that you came from Tai Couture. I don't even know that you like. So Whitney, how did you find me? Was it through my video tutorial, or you just know like you were already following Tai Couture at the same time when you had subscribed to me? Okay, so here is Tai Instagram. Of course, it doesn't have much. It hasn't been used since the last time he was on here. And I think this right here was old. So yeah, this is his mom was like doing his stuff, whatever. But he was very much a sensual man. Such a cutie, such a bad bodies. He was my baby, y'all. Y'all just don't know. This is his cousin who I was telling y'all about, who was like Harmony. That was her name. Harmony. Yeah, it was Harmony. So Harmony was handling his YouTube for a second for us to be able to look at his homegoing service on live. But yes, there you go. Whitney says, "Dawn, I also love your content, especially your travel vlogs." Thank you. I still have I'm gonna try to do the Mexico. When I went to Cancun and then I went to Turks and Caicos, I will hopefully have those out one of these days. But I feel like that's another thing. Being a part of Tai Couture family, a part of the church, he had this thing about very much a stickler about professionalism and about like being like showcasing yourself in such a good light that sometimes it's like a perfection. Like, he was such a perfectionist that I'm like, well, I don't like how this look. I don't know how this is gonna come across. And I just don't be wanting to show stuff like, oh, it's not my best work. I'm like, this is not my best work. I don't know. But you just have to do it, you know what I mean? But so let me get into the live part. So still haven't got to how he got me on YouTube. So during this period, of course, I was telling y'all in the lives before that I had always wanted to do YouTube, but really couldn't find my lane or find my voice. And during this period of time, I was watching Tai video. At one point, I had watched everything that he had produced or like showcased. I watched all of it because he at one point he wasn't, having content. This is when he was still married. And I just watched everything just because I was like, bored. I'm like, well, he's not showing his regular videos because he was going through what he was going through. That I ended up coming across they started, I don't know if he did it with his spouse or did he do it with his new partner, Mike? I don't know, but he ended up doing like videos for like the web series, and so when he would do those, that's how it came apart, like the Chasing Reality brand. And I was just, he would do, hey, what you doing? If you start, I'm not dog. He would do video productions or like not productions, interviews basically. I'm so extra. Productions. He would do productions. He would do interviews with the cast members of the show. And I was like, what is this? Like, I ain't about to watch this. But honestly, him doing the interviews made me go and like find out what is he like talking about. Like, let me go and find out these reality shows. So I ended up following those. And because I wanted to know what he was talking about in the interviews, because at one point he was pushing them out back to back, that I had to basically watch the shows in order to even know. Sometimes the interviews would be so good, I didn't even need, like when it came to like G status, his interviews, I didn't end up actually watching. I only watched like maybe like a couple episodes of G status, but his interviews with them was just so like precise. I didn't end up watching them, but that's how good he was as a interviewer, that he would make you want to go and figure out what is he talking about. And he made sure to kind of help you wrap it around to go back and then watch these shows and kind of bring, like, he's basically like advertising them. And then he also would do vlogs of him going to the reunions. So that was really nice as well. Then there was a time and point. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, TMI. I just had something spicy and it's like in my chest. He started doing lives. I said I was gonna get into the live part, but I never did. I'm about to do it. Dawn, I met his cousin Harmony at the funeral. She is so sweet. She had a very much like a sweet type of like personality on the like the videos with him. Oh, of course I remember Fave 4. Girl, that's Guardini, Q. Dang it. What was his name? Gardini, Q. Rashad, not Rashad. What was not Kadeem? Not Kadeem. What's his name? Not, is it not Rashad? Kadeem. Hakeem. Hakeem. And was it Charlie? Was Charlie a part of his Fave 4? I feel like it was Charlie. I feel like the fourth person was Charlie. If I'm wrong, slap me, because I thought I was a true church member, but apparently I didn't forget. I feel like it was Charlie because one person wasn't a part. So his Fave 4 wasn't all on the same reality platform. Hakeem Hakeem ended up going on to G status, and I feel like Charlie was at G status, but they both was on two different reality platforms. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, church, you know what? Throw the tomatoes. It's been too long. I need to probably go back and watch his videos again. I'm gonna start crying if I start watching the video. I'm like, okay, yes, she said it was Charlie. Okay, good. I'm like, dang, did I really forget? Don, you are truly correct. Making sure I'm about to show some stuff because I know I can't really I don't know if someone's gonna copyright me if I show his stuff, but I want to show y'all the video I did, and then show y'all the comment that he made on the video, which touched my heart, and then I'm trying to see what video. When she's talking, so when she's talking about Fave 4, we might as well show it now. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, but I want to get into the live part. We can always remind me about the live part. Then I will come back to y'all and tell y'all. So here you go. I'm about to show y'all a little clippy clip. Whoever's over his channel, don't fight me, please. I'm gonna turn down our music here so y'all can. No, I'm not, because I feel like that will probably help with the copyright. Hopefully. So this is one of Tai Couture videos. One of my favorite. This right here was like I think it was like a three. Was it like a 3-part? It may have been a 2 or 3-part mukbang video. Hakeem had got sloppy drunk, and it was just a lot. I think it was 3 parts. Maybe it was 1. And this
Tell
was
them to behave, please.
okay. Where they at? Charlie X and Charlie's still popping. Look how cute. You looking all snatched, Quentin T. Harris.
Please behave. I'm not playing with you.
And Gordzini, aka Ricky Rosa. And then our beloved Tai Couture. This is when he was living in Atlanta. Okay, let me. I want to get y'all all on here because this part right here, they just kind of like getting into it. Everybody coming in.
Charlie gonna come in how he did that fucking sit down.
Okay, so this is everybody. I'm gonna put the little icon over. So with the big hat is Gardini. Then who's drinking to the side with the nice thick brows? It's Hakeem. And then we got Quentin T. Harris. This vase is in front of his face. He's to the side with the get up here with the red and blue and then the green. And then Ty, of course, is in the middle. I don't think Charlie ended up coming late to the festivities. I'm trying to see if he gonna show it on here. No, he didn't. Let's go to the next video. I'm trying to have y'all see Charlie. And he has such a love for them, y'all. Like, I think so. All of them he met through, like, him doing the interviews. If I'm staying corrected. Where is Charlie? Charlie's so beautiful. Okay, so this is Charlie right here next to Quentin. That's Charlie. This not like the best pictures. Y'all probably like, this is like horrible. I mean, look here. I'm trying to be discreet and not get in trouble because it's somebody else's content, not mine. I'm about to unshare the screen real quick and then. Oh, see, everybody know Gardini. So Bree says, I watched Gardini on another app. He's a mess. Gardini is on Bigo. I think it's Bigo, right? I feel like he's on Bigo. I tried Bigo. I never could get into it. But Ricky Rosa is on Bigo, and I heard that he is a capital M, capital mess, but a good time. Because Oliver Twix Oliver Twix recently did a video interview with him. So if y'all want to kind of like go and watch that, he did a 4-hour interview with Gardini. And do you know who watched all 4 hours? Me. She did. Did I watch it consecutively? No. I was watching it as like maybe I was driving or like I was like sitting, like talking, like on the phone. But I watched the whole live. Because I'm like, this is super long. He was getting into all the little teas. I was like, oh Lord. And sometimes when you get people I'm trying to use my words correctly because I look already. When you hear people recall certain situations, when you hear them recall certain situations and puts kind of stuff like in perspective, see why they did what they did, it kind of like you gain a little bit more respect for them that you may not have had previously. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Marlene is still holding it down. We have they saying hi. He's on Bigo. Yes. Um, I need to go and figure out what the heck he be saying on freaking Bigo. Okay, he said. Oh, hold on, my mom's trying to call me. I'm telling her I'm on live. Don, I think it was 5 or 6 parts with his face. So that's too long. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I know it was a lot of like parts because literally he did the part them before the live. He did the part before the live of them coming there, and then he started to go into the interview. They ended up getting into it, which was always Hakeem. Because Hakeem was all whenever he got drunk, became a mess. And I feel like sometimes that was me. Me in real life. Like, oh, when I get too drunk into my feelings, I'll be like, you know what, y'all don't know what you're talking about. So, the Lord is trying to pull me back in. I'm trying not to drink like that no more. But yes. Maybe it was. I'm just gonna say it was because I'm on here and I'm already as I'm clicking on them and going to each one. It's saying part 4, part 5. It was so it was 5 parts. It was a 5-part mukbang. Oh, now I want to do a muk. Oh, I wish to do a mukbang on here. That would be so fun. Yes, maybe that could be one of the lives. I don't know. I don't have nothing to eat for real. I'm broke. Cash at me, but no, I'll have to. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I really want some seafood so bad. Y'all, I want some seafood. Okay, what do I want to show? I want to show my video that I did. I think that's what we should do. Yes, we are. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. But okay, let me get to the live part, and then that way I'm trying to wheel up this. I'm trying to, wheel y'all back in to tell y'all the stories and in the order of how everything happened and why I feel like he's such a big part of, my my story when it comes to YouTube. I'm trying to find it. Dang, it's been so many years. That's the crazy part. I feel like it was just yesterday, but apparently it was longer than that. Oh Lord, look at that. Dang, how far down was it? Okay, I said Tai Couture, he back. This was about 5 years ago. It says 4 on here, but it was definitely 5 years ago. Yeah, because I started actually around year. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so yeah. I'm thinking in my brain how it happened, so I can tell y'all the story the best way I can without missing something. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the video in here in just a second, but let me get to the live part, and then we can reminisce once more. Oh, okay. Whitney says what you have to watch is the candlelight tribute that his fave 4 gave him. That was on who channel? Was that on um Q channel? I remember them doing something in Atlanta because they didn't actually go to his funeral. I feel like they did something in Atlanta, and I do remember them all standing outside. Q gave a speech, Gardini gave a speech. They all had something to say. But remind me where that's located. I'm gonna try to look for it in the background, of course. But if you remember, let me know. My mom. Here we go. Okay. So, of course, like I said, I've met him through the reality TV and all of that jazz, and then um, eventually, like I became like a loyal subscriber at that time, what we would call a church member. And he would go live, but I would miss them a lot, or either when he was live, I was like at work. And the job that I had, I really couldn't really interact because we wasn't really supposed to have our phones. So when I would come and like watch it on lunch, it'd be over. And some lives he'll keep it for like maybe an hour or two and then it be gone. So if I didn't catch the whole thing, like, dang, I'm always missing his freaking lives. Like he do it during the day. And so one day I had started, he was doing them at a time I could like start catching them. So I was in the live, I was talking and it used to get crazy. This was when like bots was a thing. Like, people were like, be like spamming and he would get mad. And we was like, that's not a real person. We don't think that's when live was very much new. And he was getting into it. Sometimes he get frustrated and he was like, I'm about to cut it. And they're like, you need to have moderators. And he really wasn't a fan of like you don't really know the people, like giving people the ranch and having them like have power. He was a very much like, I need to know like what does it mean to have someone to moderate for the channel. So that was like a thing for him. So with me seeing him going live, I felt like a little bit more like, okay, they got like different varieties of what you can do. And so I eventually, when I was 24, and I remember like coming, like I told y'all before, like my friend was like, you need to like decide what you want to do. I'm like, I really want to start my YouTube channel. And I remember I don't we were in a live and um like there were it wasn't I don't think it was that many of us in this particular like it was a nice amount of us in the live. That's how you know he had impact. Like it was a good like it was a lot. Like the chat was like going. And he was just saying like some people was like, I want to do a YouTube channel like you. And he was just like, you just gotta do it. You need to have a plan and like giving advice. And I was just like, I want to do a channel. And I think he didn't see what I said, but he was just giving advice just in general. And I just remember like, you know what, I'm gonna do this channel, but I wanted to do it like the best way I can. Grant you, my first video wasn't all of that, but in my mind, I'm like, this is good. This is A1. So he was very much like the inspiration for like trying to have some level of like standards when it came to like you need to have some type of level of standards when you are doing these videos. Hold on, y'all. My sister is calling me. Hopefully sorry, y'all. That's my baby sister, and she needs me because she loves me like forever. She's like, "You are always on live. I can't even talk to my sister." I'm like, "Girl, I'm not gonna be on here. Nope, not too long. Calm down. Come to the live. Stop getting jazzy with me, Trinity." Anyway, so that's like how I feel like he has contributed to me today. And then we're gonna find the video of yeah, the apartment outside his apartment in Atlanta. Okay. We're gonna find the video with Hugh. It shouldn't be that hard to find. Ooh, dang, that's a who to blame. I don't know if he still have it on this channel. Yeah, I'm looking up the channel first. I just honestly forgot that Q had did something. I do recall looking at it, and I follow Q on YouTube. I just don't remember his channel. Is it? I feel like it's Quentin Harris. Quentin. I'm gonna put Chasing Atlanta. Okay, I found it. It's Quentin Trayvon Harris. I don't know why he keep changing his channel. Just be throwing me off. Stop it, Q. If this is gonna be what you're gonna be, let it be. It would be what it be. Baby is meant to be. Okay, I'm looking on here. 3 years in. It had to be down the line because it was some. This been for about 4 years. Heartbroken, single, insecurities. I'm reading what he got on here as far as like his descriptions of stuff. Okay, we up on year 4. It should have been 4 years ago, 4 or 5. And I don't see why he would. I don't think he would delete it off of here. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm sorry. Is Quentin Omega? All right, here we go. I'm gonna get to the part to where Quentin had his words. Can I ask you something, please? Of course. Do you want to? Should I watch the video first? You want me to wait for the video to happen, or do you want to ask me after the video? Let me know. Let me know. All right, we taking a quick a second for us to figure out what Whitney wanted to ask me, or should I play the video and then she asked me, or I don't know. Okay. Oop. Y'all had a whole situation. I had bought a washer and dryer off Facebook and it ended up not working out. Hope I don't have to report these people. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the clip because I think Whitney has stepped out. I don't know where Whitney went, but I want to let the live progress. I'm sorry, y'all look a mess. This has been a long since I moved over here to the apartments. So I may not be in my best light, but I was gonna do the live like with a little icon. I'm like, no, I gotta come on here so I can see my smile, see my tears. Okay. Whitney says, I personally think his goal of always being perfect was a blessing and a curse. I agree. I think sometimes when you are always worried about making stuff like perfect, then once you're not really enjoying what you're doing, and then it causes like anxiety of like always having like this great standard of work, but it gave like an ultimate standard. I feel like in a certain way, which I feel like he was working on, but considering I feel like he was OCD in certain ways, because if stuff was not perfect, literally, you would know if he was on live and it was like jacking up, he was not keeping it live, even if it was good commentary. It was not given. If stuff wasn't placed correctly, the audio wasn't audioing, it was getting deleted, it was not coming out. But I think that's a strong example of how like we say he was before his time. I feel like if he had like a strong team behind him, that could have helped with a lot of like the anxiety and like kind of like taking off a lot of stuff that he needed to do on the channel. That's if he wanted to do it full time or even do it as like kind of like a part time, gig. But I really feel like he could have like devoted a lot into like content creating and maybe not like his whole career because he had stopped doing hair because stuff had got really like dark. He was doing a little bit of hair at the shop that he had like with his best friend, but I felt like um YouTube no longer became a safe space for him. And that's sad because especially how much love that people have for him. But as much as people loved him, there was a lot of people that had a lot of hatred to say towards him, whether it was his demeanor, whether it was his choices with his partners, about how he was maybe even portrayed, which grant you, which I totally understood when he would talk about like, well, y'all have this certain um portrait of people, and that's not the true them. You know what I mean? Like you get these snippet and clips of these people, and I feel like that's disheartening too. Because like this is my channel, and I'm giving you authentically, who I am up to a certain degree. And then when y'all start pitting me, against another person, saying, well, you have all of these issues, and it's like y'all don't really know the situation. So when everything had kind of like dwindled down and they had separated with the person who I'm not gonna name, no hate towards you at all, but like I felt like the accountability towards that person just wasn't there. It was like, well, I felt like it was a little clout chasing. And the person may not agree because the person is still very much active into the community now. And I feel like Ty basically launched your career as a content creator because no one was looking for you. No one was really caring about what she was saying. Everything you said was in a very loving and positive way. But sometimes it was condescending. Sometimes it was a little bit like, like projective when the conversation would happen. But I did also enjoy the commentary between them two because it was also more commentary than he had with his previous partner. With the previous partner was kind of quiet. And so this particular partner had more to say. There was a licensed counselor. So, a lot of stuff made sense. It was very much profound. And sometimes I feel like when people are too profound, it loses me. Sometimes I'm like, well, I feel like you as a human, there's certain aspects that we should hear. And especially when of how a person talk about their partner that you care about and love, that's a true indication of like how you are as a person. So if you're not really messing with the person that you truly love, like a partner with, like it kind of makes me look at you kind of sideways, like, okay, well, how you gonna be with somebody and you never have nothing like really positive to say about them or to kind of combat some of the stuff that people may say negatively that they were kind of like trying to defend you, and this is not this person that they're talking about, like this is not a part of their character. But I digress because I don't know the interworkings of their relationship to even go into that. I can only go based off of what I saw and what was said. But that was my, from what I saw, that's what I got. Um, oh, that's true. That's true. He gave love to everyone except himself. He never gave himself true grace. And that's when you are a perfectionist or someone who has OCD, like all of those those things that they want to put on you, that it's hard to give yourself grace. And for a very long time, like you kind of put people on a pedestal, and I feel like that was a part of the problem too. Everybody you uplifting, loving, pouring into people, and sometimes when you pour a lot into others and not yourself, you leave yourself depleted, especially if they're not pouring into you and they just constantly suck. Like they're stuff, like they're drinking from your water. Like I didn't drink all this water. I'm constantly giving this person my water. Like, oh, you need to be strong so you can be able to go through the trial and tribulation. You are this, you are that. I'm gonna help you, figure out how to get to your next level. And then when I look behind me, I'm not getting water. I'm not getting no type of no one is pouring into me. And so to a certain degree, I can totally understand like how that feels for him only because I feel like recently, within the last couple of years, I had devoted so much time and energy in other people and their situations that I put it above my happiness, and it had left me like completely dark, completely with no hope, completely with no like ambitions. I was not on YouTube. I was just so completely drained and nothing was coming in. Like, yeah, people tried to pour into me, but the level of like what was being sucked out was in such a high, you know, a high performance of like suckage that it left me pretty much with like no hope. Like I pretty much was like a negative Nancy. I'm like, this can't be it. This isn't it. Like I still had faith. I tried, I started when it even came to like relationships that I would have where it was romantic, like I would constantly pour into them and it wasn't being like reciprocated. And not only do I have to go through personal issues like with my family, now I'm pouring into them, the family on all angles. Then I'm starting relationships romantically, pouring into them all angles, not getting nothing in return in all angles. I had friendships that try to pour into me, so I feel like that was like the big thing, having a strong foundation. But Ty also had a strong foundation of his family, but sometimes it's like sometimes certain stuff is not enough. You know what I mean? Like people can pour into you and it don't be enough. So not enough, like you just don't have no self value. So I feel like that's why it's really good to have therapy and have people keep you accountable. I feel like I'm at the point in my life to where like personal sanity is so important because I almost saw myself like I was right here. Like you ever be like so close to losing it and you like I cannot lose it because if I lose it, I don't know. Sometimes like when you are so low, oh God, I'm about to start crying. Ooh, look here. When you are so who is this texting me? When you are why are they texting me? Oh. When you are so you ever heard of people saying like when you are so at the bottom of like your life that all you can see is up. That's where I was. Like literally, I'm gonna start crying. But like when you were like so low, ooh, give me a second. My bad, y'all. Let me draw a tear. I got a point to make. Okay. All right. Give me 2 milliseconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Whew. Oh, I need some water. Okay. Woo. Okay, breathe. She has breathed and she's about to come back on a live stream. Forget that happened. My bad. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you know how people say that you can be at the bottom, all you can see is up. You were so low at the time, like at a time of your life, that all you can see is like, you know what, it can't get any worse than where it has gotten. Especially when it's mental. Like a lot of stuff can happen to you to where like you be like, oh, at least it's not this. And sometimes when you start comparing your your situations to others, it's like it's apples and oranges. Like you like, well, it could be this. And then I feel like it just kind of discredits a person's like situation. So sometimes you don't share as much. And so sometimes you just need to listen to ear. Sometimes you know what I mean? Like so I felt like that I have people that listen and that encourage and that just sometimes listen to me rant and vent and just say like, Don, you just need to like step away. And I'm like, I can't like I know that whew, I know that if this was me, I would want somebody to fight as hard for me that I fight for them. So whew, okay. I'm not gonna keep crying, I'll tell you that. Hold on. Let me get my fan. Because we ain't about to be crying on here. No. Okay, so that's why I feel like that's like the blessing. Like when you are low, there's only two levels you can go. You can just continue to be at that space or try to basically, you know, elevate from the situation and see like, okay, well like these are the goals that I have. These are the things that I mean, at least it's not like I hate doing the whole comparison thing, but like have some type of like some bright light to like look forward to. And I feel like that's what it has been for me. There's a bright light to look forward to. So that's why I'm like, you don't need to be constantly worrying about other people because when you do, you leave yourself depleted. You leave yourself like basically not protected. You know what I mean? It's almost like you in a war and you're fighting, you having other people back, and no one's having your back. There's no one like where's like the helicopter kind of like okay hovering, and you just need to kind of like basically before you jump, like they said, when you in the airplane, before you put on the mask for the person or the child next to you that's unable to put on their mask, their face mask to breathe, you need to make sure you can breathe. That's all I'm saying. We went all the way there just to get that. Um, she says, I think he had absolutely no loyalty to Ty. Oh, girl, if 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 I could, I'm not gonna even say the person name. I hope if they see this, it's no like hard feelings towards you on my part because I don't know you, but I do like that's what it felt like for a lot of people who was loyal to Ty. Again, I really appreciate you doing this for him. Thank you, Don. I truly miss him and praying he is at peace. Me too, because literally, y'all, like he had talked about the thought of him unaliving himself and like the ideation of it. Because it's certain words I can't say on YouTube because now they banned it. But like he had went through a traumatic situation, and I feel like once that traumatic situation happened, all of these other things just kind of happened back to back. And for a certain period of time, YouTube was a place of peace. Sometimes we become transparent with the world that don't know you. You get opinions about you that you're like, that doesn't coincide with who I am. And a lot of people were like, very much when you already going through like an overwhelming situation mentally, and then you come on to a place that you had deemed your peace and it's not peaceful for you no more, it's it can be very taxing. So I don't really know. And then people have lives, and I know he had like a certain foundation. Like his mom was there, his I think his nana, his grandpa, all of them were like there for him. His pop up, like all of them was there. But I feel like once the relationship started to dwindle, that's when it got like worse. And sometimes when you don't like people are checking up on you, and everyone thought that he was in a good like state of mind, but he just wasn't. And that's why, it's very much important. Mental health is mental wealth. It's very much important to like pour into yourself, to get people around you that's gonna love you and appreciate you, keep you accountable, of course. But I'm like at a stage in my life to where if it ain't bringing me peace and it's more drama than it is peaceful, I don't want it. I'm sorry. Like it's too much stuff already happened. I already had to deal with a lot of drama in the last 2 years. And easily as people had to leave my life, I'm not entering no new relationships with people, whether it's romantic or friendships or acquaintanceships, where it's drama off bat. And there's no genuine love. You know what I mean? Like that's not for me. And that's vice versa. If you feel that way about me, let me go. Be like, it's not it may be hurtful at first, but I understand because I have a perspective of knowing like everybody's not for you. I'm not for everyone. And that's just the reality of it. I have issues when it comes to like relationships and them like being dismantled, especially when it's not on my own terms. But in all reality, some things are meant for your good. Every situation like have its season with people. And that's one thing that a person told me in college. Her name was Ella. I said, Ella, we're gonna be friends forever. And she was like, Don, that is not realistic. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're my friend. I want you to be my friend forever. Like you pour into me, and I feel like you just like a mentor, a mentor for me. And she was like, I'm gonna give you some. We are good. I have no issues with you, but I need to let you know this right now. People have their seasons with people. They're not going to be there forever. Do not put that pressure on no one for yourself or for them. And I just learned like, okay, well, from there, I'm like, well, certain people got certain seasons, and maybe it's for a reason, and maybe sometimes it just so happened that that's what it is, and if it's meant to be, it will be. And that's where I'm at. 32 years old. If it's meant to be, it will be. I am not running after nobody for no friendship, and vice versa. I don't expect you to do. It's only a couple people in this world where I'm like, you was never going nowhere, and one of the people was in his life. Like you are my sister. You're not going nowhere. I feel like even when it comes to like family members, even when I get truly upset with them, I'm like, well, this is just life. I'm doing life with you, whether or not it would be in that same caliber of where it was. I don't, not unless it's extreme, like I have to remove you, then you're not getting removed. But when it comes to like other situations, it's that's why I'm trying to have boundaries. It's like, okay, I'm not dealing with it. I'm just not. I can't mentally do that right now. Like it's not even me being rude. And I've done it with a couple situations. People have done that with me, and it's okay. Like it's friendships where people like, I can't. It's just something about I just can't do it. Like I had to limit myself when it comes to you, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna cry over it. Like these are people I was really extremely close with. And I'm like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But let me tell you this before I go on and I'm start reading the comments. Um, People who always say, it can be women or men, who always like, well, there's people just always have an issue with me. People just never treat me right. I can never have like, I'm just such a good person, and I just like I'm always constantly getting beat down. Let me say this, with and even to myself, with the most respect. Sometimes if you keep like having the same situations when it comes to people and relationships, you need to back up and look at yourself. Like back up and evaluate you. What are you doing to contribute to this poor behavior in relationships? And how can you help like the situations, especially how you allow people to treat you and how you treat people in future situations to put you in a better situation when it comes to others. And so, like for the longest, like I used to have a mindset, like oh, I can never have this. I'm a very friendly person. Then I think about, well, you kind of like set yourself up for people to have certain comments about you because you talk too much. Dawn. Yeah, stop too much. So then when it falls left and people like basically, jump ship or you gotta, discontinue friendships, they now feel like they know you or have like this leverage and they don't really know you. And so that's when it came like a person with recently. I'm like, you don't know me. You know what I mean? Like you're very much new to me. Information I've shared with you, like that's not me. And I have to even tell like, we're not one and the same. Like I don't think that nothing is wrong with you, but like my situation is completely different from yours. And so even now, even though I've been told this 10 years now, like I talk too much, I'm learning day by day. Okay, certain time I just keep my mouth closed about certain things. I try to have with people I'm close with, but sometimes when I get a little lick in my system, I talk too much. Okay. All right. Brianna says, so low in a place that no one can help you out of. You have to help yourself up, period. So that's what I'm saying. It all starts with you. Like you kind of have to be your wind beneath your own wings sometimes. And that sounds crazy to say that, but everybody like that's the reality of it too. Everybody doesn't have enough wind to blow between their own wings because they've been so used to blowing everybody else's wings. And one thing that Lizzie over under plus size always tell me is that you you need to stop doing that. Stop encouraging people and like, being that person for people that especially when you first meet, like when it come to me, and I'll be like, I just want to encourage them and be like, "La, la, la," and she's like, no, you doing too much. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm doing too much. I'm just trying to be there for them. She's like, here for you. I'm like, well, I mean, we still in the stage. And she's like, no, you doing too much. And I've seen another sibling do this. Like a lot of like my siblings do the same thing. Like we do too much. And so I'm like, well, that's all I'm used to. Like that's like a part of like our thing. And then you don't notice like when you are constantly pouring into other people's lives that you are leaving yourself exposed to get hurt. But anyway, I digress. I never even showed the video talking to it. We about to get to it. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, Brianna says someone said the other day when you hit rock bottom, up, the only way to go is up or sideways. Period. Um, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Period. And sometimes I love those lifetimers. And those reasons, woo, y'all, if I could tell you some reasons up in here. I'm that's why Lizzie also get mad about me. I'm like, well, it was a reason for this. And she's like, no, shut up. Like it has to be a reason. Like I feel like with this situation, it just taught me it's like, okay, if it's taught you that, don't be dumb like that no more. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Baby, yes, it again. I also really enjoy your hair vlogs too, Dawn. Oh, thank you. It's been a minute since I've done those. It's on point. That's me, but I do that with family, and that's why you family, you a lifer. I feel like I can spot the seasonal folks quick. I haven't reached that level. Everyone is a lifetime for me. I'm like, this is like my friend. This is so and so because I love everybody. You know what I mean? It's even people here on YouTube where I'm thinking like, oh, we're gonna be like lifetime friends. And one of the girl, like the young ladies, like had told me like they had an issue with me. I'm like, when did this happen? But I accepted. I took accountability from what I still don't know what happened. But I'm like, dang, like you never know how you could like rub people the wrong way and not even know it, or like something could have been said, or like I don't know. But Brianna, I love you. It wasn't you. She's like, are you like me? No, I'm not. Okay, let me stream this. Dang, y'all talking too much. Okay. This is the candlelight service that they did for Tai Couture. This is on Quentin Trayvon Harris' channel. I'm about to lower down the music. She said, "I know it wasn't me." Period. Okay. I'm gonna put a little music over it only because I ain't trying to get copyrighted. I don't know if Quentin gonna come for me and be like, I didn't give you permission to watch myself.
Body, we still hold you so close in our hearts. And God, we thank you for the legacy of Tai Couture. That his memory shall live within us, each and every one of us standing here. And if Ty was here, God knows we wish he was still here. But because he's not here, we as his friends, as a community, as influencers, and all of the above, one thing that we must do is just love on each other a little bit more, check up on each other a little bit more, pray for each other a little bit more, because life is so serious. And we can be here today and gone tomorrow. But we as influencers, we must learn to start expressing ourselves. And we bind the enemy. We bind up any suicidal thoughts because his life was taken. We can be here to save each other. So I decree and I declare and I speak life into each individual out here, even those that wanted to be here. We stand with his family. We pray with his family. We're strong for his family. We stand in strength on tonight. And God, we just thank you for ties of life. We thank you for even what has happened, God. We thank you for even just that, because we can learn, we all can learn something from this. And we bind the suicidal demon that's running rampant. We bind suicidal thoughts. We bind depression. We come against even things that are said online. We as people, even if it just start with us, if we just start being better people with us, we can save a life by just hugging our brothers and our sisters, giving them $1 when they don't ask for it, just loving on them, just checking on them. Because that's the type of person that Ty was, regardless of the blogs and everything else that was out. Ty had an amazing heart and he loved people, and we love you so much, Ty Couture. We're gonna miss you, but it's our due diligence on this earth to just love on each other just a little bit more. And we wrap our arms around each other just a little bit more. Okay, I'll stop talking. Y'all know I can talk. So we're just gonna lift our candles out to Ty. And because your light shines so bright, even though we blowing out these candles, your light still shines within us. And we blow out our candles. Kim gonna sing, and then we're gonna release our balloons. And Ty, we got to release you. All right, let's all blow out our candles. Some glad morning when this life is over, I fly away to a land where joy shall never end. Oh, I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away. fly away. Oh, when I die, hallelujah, by and by. Oh, I'll fly away. On the count of three. One, two, three.
Okay. I am back. That was the candlelight service from Quentin T. Harris. Sorry, y'all. Don, please say the live. My bad. It's getting a little misty. All right, let me go back to. I'm gonna just go show y'all what he said on my video instead of showing like the whole video. What in the heck is going on outside? I feel like it's the people next door to me that's like personally trying to be against me. I don't know if that's me or not. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the live that I did when he had did one of his videos after a long period of time, and like what he had wrote on there, I was like, oh, he like I hear watch my video. I feel like it's like someone was famous. He was giving famous. Girl, my hair was slick now. I'm like a thick pork chop. Don't I give like, oh, y'all can't even see the screen. I'm trying to click my This whole time I'm talking like y'all can see what I'm talking about. Of course not. Okay. This is my video I did to Tai Couture.
Okay, I'm gonna see you too. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna be all dramatic for like 20 seconds. But Tai Couture TV is like literally one of my favorite channels here on YouTube. And when I seen it, he was back on YouTube. I was like, where you been? But I'm not gonna be nosy, you know what I'm saying? I follow him on Instagram, everything like that. I've DM'd him, I've commented,
I talk
he
so
loves.
much.
I'm like, you know, he ain't gonna tell me where he been at. I'm saying take your time because he had a lot of stuff that was going
Why?
on, we can say last semester
Dude, this is how I
in
talk.
YouTube land. And he really was one of the people that kind of like encouraged me, like just watching him and just seeing how unapologetic he was in his truth and how he would use his platform just
Thank
made
you,
made
Whitney.
me want to continue to be like more just up like just made me want to do better on YouTube and just in general. He's come back. He did a Never Have I Ever sober edition that he was tagged in, and that he thought that he should just give us the opportunity for us to hear his lovely answers. And y'all, we found out some good old juicy tea about Ty and all the stuff that he's done, things that he have not done. It was funny, hilarious, just regular old Ty stuff. And then he let us know some information that then I'm like, you ever wonder like, oh, this person looked familiar? Oh, he was on Tears, Shears, and Beauty. I remember that.
Tears, tears.
I remember Jason on there and Derek J. I remember him being on there.
Do I?
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is him. So I got a little clip for y'all of Tears, Shears, and Beauty. So y'all can go ahead and watch that. And I mean, like, I'm just happy he back. Like, it's not gonna be a long-winded type of video because I'm just not gonna take. I always said that once he come back, I was gonna make a whole video about how much I love him, how much I missed him, and this is what it is. Like, this is like literally, I was like in my bed,
Scrappy
with
stop.
my bralette on. I did my hair earlier in like a little slick bun. And I was just like, you know what? Hi, welcome back. I
Welcome
don't know if he's
back.
gonna like if it's
Welcome
like a
back.
pop, like he's gonna come back. But we just happy to be able to just hear that voice, his the
This
yes
was in
God. You know what I mean?
2019.
So I mean, happy that you grace us with your presence once again. Please don't leave us like this like no more. You know what I mean? And don't let this be a video. And next thing you know, I have to wait another 3 months. Because if I do, I will wait. I'm going to. I'm gonna be loyal to the church. I will wait. I will wait. But I'm just letting you know that we're happy to get your video And that's all I have to say. I don't even have no outro. It's just I'm just happy. If y'all don't know who Tai Couture is, he normally does he used to do reviews. I found him from his review videos, but he does
See,
other videos.
consistency.
He has like beauty, fashion, pop culture, hot topics, blogs, anything in between. That's what his description said. I'm gonna read it from there. But he basically do everything. He's a hairstylist based in New Jersey. He used to live in Atlanta. And I mean, he's just all around awesome person. So I'm going to put his link
I'm
to
like
his
he's all right.
YouTube in
Awesome.
the
I just loved
description
him.
box, his Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram.
At delightful underscore
You can say
Dawn.
whatever you want to do. But this is just to say that we missed you and just to give y'all some insight. And y'all watch the video of his Never Have I Ever. I'm thinking about doing one, but I don't know. Tell me. You can
Never
watch it.
have I
If not, I
ever.
don't care. But I'm just
Sorry,
happy
y'all.
that
I'm so excited.
he's back. So yeah. I'm
I
going to
changed
go
my
ahead and
earring.
show y'all the rest of the clip from the Tissues and Beauty if y'all want to see the rest of like their little
YouTube
trailer.
ended up
So that way y'all can just be able to listen what the show was about.
of messing up
Because
my stuff.
he ain't new to the game. He's true to the game.
They copyrighted my crap.
With that being said, stay unapologetically you and
You
all
know
that
what
you
you
do.
do, boo.
Peace, love, and hair grease. See y'all next
Jack
week.
of all trades in the beauty industry.
Beauty baby.
Okay. To get in. Oh shoot! I wanted to show y'all. So I actually let me go back. So I actually posted that video on July 2019, and this was quick. He had posted the video of him of Never Have I Ever with I think his cousin. And I had did a video like almost dag near immediately, and that's when I put the information of his channel, and like 3 months later, this and everything kind of like popped off. But yes. And then this is Tai Couture on my thing for dang 2019, 5 years ago. I don't know if y'all can see it, but he says, "I sincerely appreciate the love, emojis, and kissy faces," and I was like, I had lost my whole entire mind. I was like, I had pinned the this one, I know how to pin comments. I lost it, and I was like, what did I say in here? I said always, and then people started commenting on the thing and everything like that. But yes, fun with the girls. This was y'all back in the day, y'all. But yes, Ty Couture seen my video, and I just felt really happy that I'm like, oh, he at least heard me say what I had to say. Then I did another live, which I'm not gonna do because that was like a sad live. I ended up crying and everything. But yes. The dramatics in me. Okay, so I'm back. Let's go to the next comment. She says, I really do think all the talking you do will serve you well. Loving the podcast setup. Thank you, Brianna. Brianna, you better be ready for the talking on Wednesday. I said that she was coming on Wednesday. I haven't did the thumbnail yet. I'm going to do it. Hopefully tonight. Tonight will be the night I do it and I set up the live. Do you want to do the live like this? Vertical? Or do you want to do like the traditional? I feel like someone said that this get a lot of views, and I don't know. I mean, the vertical is actually a pretty cool setup, and then we'll be side by side. I think it'll be nice. We'll talk about this later. Wow, you gave him his flowers while he was still alive. God bless you. Of course, girl, I love Tai Couture. As soon as I once I had decided that I was doing YouTube and I had started actually creating content, I had seen it was like a long period of time where he didn't have nothing. Nothing. And I was just I'm like, I'm about to do a live. I'm about to not a live. I'm about to do a video. Y'all had did my makeup. I had did my hair. You see how slick that bun look? Do y'all see how slick that bun was? That was a bun I did just for him. I said, I'm about to do this live, honey. I'm about to put on my Saturday's best bralette. What's the topic? I don't know. We don't know. Brianna, you come with a topic. Look, it's been almost 10 days. My brain is braining. Let's discuss. Think of something, girl. I don't know. I was thinking maybe it could be something on like something that you do, or it can be a very lighthearted topic. We'll figure it out. I'll get with you tomorrow. Give me the night to think about it. Lord, come with me with the topic for Wednesday. And she says traditional. Okay. Well, let's see how this one goes. Because if this will start popping, we may have to do it like this, girl. You got to get with the times. Okay, so let me see. How do you? It's really kind of hard doing these honestly with a new. I'm trying to see how long have I been on live, y'all? I have no idea. I thought I could see it on here, but I can't. My mom is texting me. It's throwing me off. That's what I thought. Someone said it's supposed to be better on the phone vertical. It's something you have to get used to. We'll, we'll see how it works. Brianna's not having it. Okay, hold on. I'm about to see how it looks in just a second, and then we're gonna come back to. Is the music still playing? I'm sorry, y'all. An hour and 20 minutes. It's never been no hour and 20 minutes we've been on here. I don't believe it. Has it? Has it really been an hour and 20 minutes? Crazy. What is wrong with y'all? Oh, look at me. Echo, sorry. I was trying to look at it. It don't even tell me on here. Dang, it has. Crazy. She says yes, boo. It has. I would not lie to you. I believe you. My bad. Um, we're getting some feedback here. It looks weird on the phone to me when it's vertical. The topic can be the importance of true friendship. Ooh, write it down, Brianna. We got some suggestions. We also has, but you, it's your. She says, but it's your show, honey. I'll do the dialogue, I'll do the diagonal live if you want. Over. She says hour 20. I don't. I'm showing y'all this and y'all can't see it. I'm talking about it. I don't think we could ever hear the music. Oh, you can't. No music and the mic is up. What really? Y'all don't hear the music? Oh, hold on. I have to put it on my phone. I'm like, dang, it's up now. Okay. Dang, the whole time I was talking, I'm like, dang, I feel like sometimes just hearing my voice may be too much. I be feeling like it's too much. Hold on, I'm getting a text message from my partner. Gotta make sure everything is good. Okay. My partner has given me some updated information. Okay. Okay, she says you like the music. No, I like no music though. Okay. And yes, honey, I remember when you used to slay your hair. Girl, ooh, 10 years ago, it feel like eons ago. Literally, it feel like eons. Woo! Okay, well, we did a whole hour and 20-minute live. We was able to talk about my boo, Tai Couture. Hopefully on Wednesday I can come on if Bree is prepared. I feel like lives for me are better with people on the screen versus the icons. So I'm gonna try to get home at a good time. I think I'm gonna go in that day. Hopefully I do not know where none of my makeup is at. I do want to at least have my lashes on for that interaction, our little collaboratus. Oh, she said I'll be cammed up and mic'd on. So that means I better come looking right. Okay, so I'll do my face today, hopefully. If nothing else, y'all can get this. Just no makeup. In a quick wig install. Maybe I'll actually put the wig down and do all the glue and everything. I don't know, guys. It's been such a couple of months. Okay, I just don't know where myself up since I've moved. Okay, let before we discontinue the live because I'm about to go ahead and I feel like it's been over an hour y'all been with me and I appreciate it, but I kind of want to and throw an idea for you out there. I was just about to talk about that. Thank you, and also, his family put merchandise on him. Like, you talking about the shirts they had made. The only thing about that, I know he was not a fan of stuff like this. I felt like kind of weird buying it. You know what I mean? Like, he was not that type of person. Like cups maybe, but he was not like a shirt person. I don't know how I'm gonna look, but you gonna see me. The light gonna be on. It's gonna be shining. But yes, with the 7 years of YouTube, I was thinking about possibly doing like a special merch and on Thursday talk about it. So this evening I have a meeting with my partner, and we're gonna go over possible like the merch item that we're going to like have. So hopefully, dang, it's Tuesday. The person I'm gonna have make it, I need to get with her today. So I really feel like I don't know if I want it to be a like one of these type situation, like it's a cup, like a mug. I don't know, like what is this called? A thermos? I was thinking about a shirt. I'm like, well, maybe people will support a shirt. I don't know. I feel like it's either going to be a cup, possible shirts. I'm trying to think what else. I was gonna do the fan thing. I'm like, it's about to be hot outside. But I'm like, what can everybody get that can be universal for man or a woman? I don't have no logo. Uh, she says cups, t-shirts, and hoodies on his obituary is absolutely beautiful. Oh, this is a picture of that gold. I need to go and look at it. That would have been awesome if I could have worn like a shirt or something today, or like had a cup. I'll probably do a cup. Shirts, I don't ever do good with shirts. I have bought a shirt from Brianna Coleman here from the girls, and y'all, I still wear that shirt now, but I don't. I wear it out, but for some reason, I feel like it look weird on me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Like shirts. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to do a shirt for myself. Like, should I do a cup? Should I do a mug? I don't know. But I'm gonna call her up and then try to see about doing it and do like pre-orders and then send them out. But yes, that's what we're doing. Well, thank y'all for coming by the live today. I truly appreciate y'all sitting here in my little dramatics, my little tear moment, but we got through it. I know it's kind of heavy. We try to keep it light, but I wanted to share a little bit about the person that this particular individual that I felt like really impacted my journey here on YouTube to why, we're here now at 7 years. And I wanted to kind of share that little piece of trinklet with y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming through. She says, Don, you're doing excellent. Thank you. Warming my heart. But y'all, don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. It is delightful_Dawn. Hopefully, y'all will be with me tomorrow. Definitely Wednesday. Tomorrow, I don't know what time. I have I'm supposed to meet up with a group of people in Dallas, and I don't know what time I'll be back over here. I may not go out. I haven't decided yet, but also Wednesday I'll be on live with Brianna at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so that's 3 p.m. her time, 2 p.m. mine. During my lunch break is going to be a very much a fun moment. We haven't decided on the topic, but for sure we will be here. And this live will be saved. So all the lives that I've done thus far for the past, this is the 7th day, are all going to be saved. So if anyone wants to, if you are watching the live back, thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, y'all, stay unapologetically in all that you do. Peace, love, and hair grease, everyone. See y'all tomorrow. Kisses. Deuces.